welcome back to the Garden with Joe and Holly radio show. Thank you for being with us today. Want more information about those companies that support the program? The WisconsinVegetableGardener.com underneath the Season 9 tab and the Money tab for coupon codes. Time for your garden questions and our garden answers. Send them on over to GardenTalkRadio@gmail.com. That's GardenTalkRadio@gmail.com. Or you can give us a call toll free, coast to coast, at 1-800-927-SHOW. That's 1-800-927-7469. Question come in. How do you sterilize your canning jars?
Okay, so first you're going to wash them with hot and soapy water.
Manually or mechanically?
Yeah. Even if you washed them last year, 6 months ago, you want to rewash them before canning. You don't have to scrub them down if they're clean. Like if they're visibly clean, you don't have to scrub them down, but you want to give them a nice wash and rinse with warm soapy water, hot soapy water. And then there's a couple ways you can sterilize them. People will put them in their dishwasher in the, the warming?
Warming or sterilizing
option. Uh-huh. Otherwise, you can put them in the oven on the lowest temperature, or you can put them in your canner as it's coming to temperature, assuming you're boil water bath canning. If you're pressure canning, you have to sterilize them a different way. But if you're pressure canning, if you're boil water bath canning, you can put them in there while they're boiling, and then you just pull them out one by one to fill them.
The best option we have found is in the oven, lowest settings, 175 degrees, to keep the jars warm, because you cannot put hot liquid in cold jars. The jars will break every time.
Yeah.
So you got to keep them warm and move at a brisk pace, and it will work very well. We've got plenty of videos on how to do that at our YouTube channel, which is The Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener, and we've got 46 how-to canning videos on there. Are you still waiting for tomatoes? Here in Chicago, my kale salads are missing fresh tomatoes. I usually am swimming in them come mid-August.
I know for many people, they are still waiting on tomatoes, especially in the upper Midwest, because of warmer climates, a lot of rain.
A lot of factors, a lot
of rain. I'm not saying that the wildfire smoke has an impact, but I think it may have at some point.
We just got a first big small batch of tomatoes this past a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
So it seems like they're a little slow this year.
Okay. Cindy and Andre listen to us on Wham Radio 1600 AM and 92.7 FM out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. The question is, I have the whitish pumpkin bug on the pumpkin leaves. I can't find the spots where the vine starts. Will a Polythium product, Phylum bioproducts work? My apologies. So love listening to you on Sunday mornings.
Well, thank you for listening. And it sounds like you have squash bugs. Phylum wouldn't be the solution. What you can do is you can do a few different things. One would be cultural controls, which would be make sure your plants are strong, healthy, sturdy, and that you are fertilizing your soil and watering properly to help limit squash bug damage. You want to, since this is going to continue, you want to remove those plants after the growing season, and get rid of them, put them in the trash. Don't compost them, don't burn them, don't put them on the curb or anything like that. And then you can crush the eggs. If you see the eggs, they would be on the underside of the leaves. So you want to crush the eggs so there's not more. Some people will literally pick the squash bugs off their plants and destroy them. If you want to go an organic route, these are the best options.
You can also take and wrap some duct tape around your hand, invert it, so it's like a felt. A
roller.
That you take the felt, the junk off your clothes, hair removal. Yeah. That works as well. Lint roller. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. You can do that as well.
Some people trap them by laying out like boards and pieces of newspaper, and then what they do is they group. So you lay the boards down, and then you put the newspaper on top, and they will go under the boards, and then you can collect them and destroy them in the morning.
So the paper goes down, then the board, and then it kind of creates a cavity where you can roll the newspaper up and dispose of them or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps. Some people will take like a portable vacuum and go and vacuum them up as well. Now, usually these bugs, when squashed or crushed, emit quite a non-pleasant smell. So if you are wanting to, use a vacuum, a handheld vacuum strictly for garden use, there are other options that you can utilize that for other bug removal.
Right. You can vacuum the bugs, which sounds probably kind of funny, but it would be effective. You just want to be gentle with those leaves, especially something like squash plants have pretty sturdy leaves, but if it's something else that has more of a delicate leaf, just keep that in mind. Like a tomato plant, I don't know what you'd vacuum off a tomato plant, but maybe not do that to a tomato plant. The biggest thing is just making sure that if you ever have a disease of a plant or something that was infested with like a blight or a lot of insects like mildew, you want to make sure that you trash that plant. You don't put it in your compost, you don't burn it, you don't put it in for the city on the curb, you just put it in the trash.
And if your city frowns upon that, well, there are black trash bags, and you can put that at the bottom of the trash bag and throw other household items on top of it, and nobody will know the wiser.
Correct.